filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. We commend all the medical schools for not only filling in our new physicians with the theoretical knowledge they needed to pass the PLE, but for also enkindling the ember of sharing and stewardship in our new doctors. It is our prayer that this ember will soon ignite into a fire of selfless service that will help fill in the healthcare gaps and health inequity in our country. Congratulations and mabuhay po kayong lahat. God bless all. Isang pinagpalang umaga sa inyong lahat. Our country is truly blessed today for having 1,677 new physicians who successfully hurdled the last physician licensure examination or PLE. We are confident that all these new physicians have what the disciple Saint Luke, who was also a physician like us, described to his friend Theophilus as individuals who have that level of certainty concerning the things that they have been taught. This level of certainty and self-confidence in our competence is very important because in the practice of our profession, we're dealing not with commodities but with actual human lives. With every new physician is an academic institution or a medical school that really nurtured him or her to achieve this level of certainty or self-confidence. So at this point, I'd like to acknowledge on behalf of the Board of Medicine top performing schools in the last physician licensure examination. These are the medical schools with at least 50 examinees and a passing percentage of at least 80%. It is my honor and privilege to acknowledge these schools. So top one is the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila with a passing percentage of 98.06. Number two is the University of the Philippines, Manila, with a passing percentage of 96.3%. Number three is Ateneo School of Medicine and Public Health, with a passing percentage of 96%. Number four is University of Santo Tomas, 94.38%. Number five is University of the East, Ramon Magsaysay Memorial Medical Center, 90.6%. Number six is the Far Eastern University.
In the year 1939, then President Manuel L. Quezon of the Philippines issued Executive Order Number 217 prescribing certain civic and ethical principles to be taught in all schools in the Philippines. There is no more opportune time than today to be reminded that what was true before about love of country, moral values, and civic duties are still paramount. Now, therefore, as I read the Code of Citizenship and Ethics to you, take heed to imbibe its words and following messages. Have faith in the divine providence that guides the destinies of men and nations. Love your country, for it is the home of your people, the seat of your affections, and the source of your happiness and well-being. Its defense is your primary duty. Be ready at all times to sacrifice and die for it if necessary. Respect the Constitution, which is the expression of your sovereign will. The government is your government. It has been established for your safety and welfare. Obey the laws and see that they are observed by all and that public officials comply with their duties. Pay your taxes willingly and promptly. Citizen implies not only rights but also obligations. Safeguard the purity of suffrage and abide by the decisions of the majority. Love and respect your parents. It is your duty to serve them gratefully and well. Value your honor as you value your life. Poverty with honor is preferable to wealth and dishonor. Be truthful and be honest in thought and in action. Be just and charitable, courteous but dignified in your dealings with your fellow men. Lead a clean and frugal life. Do not indulge in frivolity or pretense. Be simple in your dress and modest in your behavior. Live up to the noble traditions of your people. Venerate the memory of our heroes. Their lives point the way to duty and honor. Be industrious. Be not afraid or ashamed to do manual labor. Productive toil is conducive to economic security and adds to the wealth of the nation. Rely on your own efforts for your progress and happiness. Be not easily discouraged. Persevere in the pursuit of your legitimate ambitions. Do your work cheerfully, thoroughly, and well. Work badly done is worse than work undone. Do not leave for tomorrow what you can do today. Contribute to the welfare of your community and promote social justice. You do not live for yourselves and your families alone. You are a part of society to which you owe definite responsibilities. Cultivate the habit of using goods made in the Philippines. Patronize the products and trades of your countrymen. Use and develop our natural resources and conserve them for posterity. They are the inalienable heritage of our people. Do not traffic with your citizenship. Congratulations again for a job well done to the batch that one of our members in the board, Dr. Rafael Castillo, has described as the Delta Batch. D for decisive and daring. Godspeed as you join our country's workforce. Congratulations again. D for decisive and daring. Godspeed as you join our country's workforce.
Isang pinagpalang umaga sa inyong lahat. Our country is truly blessed today for having 1,677 new physicians who successfully hurdled the last physician licensure examination or PLE. We are confident that all these new physicians have what the disciple Saint Luke, who was also a physician like us, described to his friend Theophilus as individuals who have that level of certainty concerning the things that they have been taught. This level of certainty and self-confidence in our competence is very important because in the practice of our profession, we're dealing not with commodities but with actual human lives. With every new physician is an academic institution or a medical school that really nurtured him or her to achieve this level of certainty or self-confidence. So at this point, I'd like to acknowledge on behalf of the Board of Medicine top-performing schools in the last physician licensure examination. These are the medical schools with at least 50 examinees and a passing percentage of at least 80%. It is my honor and privilege to acknowledge these schools. So top one